Welcome back to the Blue Chip Breakdown, Vols fans. I'm your host, Bull. In today's video, we will be breaking down the film of our first commit in the 2026 class, Faizon Brandon, listed at 6'3.5", 195 pounds, from Grimsley High School in Greensboro, North Carolina. Yes, that is the same town that Hendon Hooker is from. And he is the number 10 player according to On3, but he's number 1 according to 24/7 Sports. I would tend to lean a little bit more towards 24/7 Sports evaluation of him on this one, but let's take a look at his offers. As y'all can see, everyone in the entire country wanted him. Several more pages to go, but he is a stud, and I'm very excited to jump into his film. All right, so first play, obviously, Faison is going to be playing at quarterback, and we're going straight to the end zone. This is about a 25-ish yard pass. What I love about it, though, is we kind of go back through. If you pay attention to what's going on here on this route, right? So the wide receiver is breaking to the outside, but that cornerback actually sunk in a spot to make this a much tighter window for this throw. But watch the way that Faison is able to layer this football right up over that cornerback's head and place it in a spot that they can't get to it. That is high-level accuracy on the first play of his film. So for sure, we all know that Coach Heupel loves quarterbacks that can have good ball placement. I think any coach would like that. But here we're seeing him with a good clean pocket. I think that he had clean pockets on both of the first two plays. But on this one, what we're seeing is he's able to stretch the field out vertically, something that we do a lot of inside of our offense. Great touch on his passes. It's going to be very easy because we will be able to scheme people wide open. Coach Heupel does that all the time. Can you throw a good, nice, catchable pass? Obviously, Faison can do that. Now here, his pocket is still nice. He does move around just a taste. He's thrown a little bit off platform right here, but look at that. Again, perfect ball placement. And also the touch is just crazy because a wide receiver, I mean, he's wide open, but to throw it in a way that they can catch it and feel comfortable doing it, that's a huge part of playing quarterback on any level. He's definitely, high up on those sorts of boards. Now, right here, I love these end zone copies because you get a good look at everything. So it's another really nice pocket. We also have to pay attention to that. He has good footwork there, and I love the way that he just kind of slings this. He has a really nice arm motion. So let's see that again. Boom, slings it, throws it right over that linebacker's head, and drops it right into his wide receiver's lap. Now on this play, let's see what happens. Boom. Okay, so things kind of broke down. I don't think that that was a design run, but maybe it was. Let's go back again. Nope, that's just straight hitches. Everyone's covered up, so he decides to make plays on his own with his legs, and he's very smooth and fluid as a runner. Reminds me of T. Martin. I know that y'all don't like those comparisons, but just as far as how smooth he is whenever he runs, that's what I'm seeing right here. Also, right there, obviously throwing the ball over, across the middle of the football field and being accurate in the end zone. That's huge. You definitely want to be able to work the middle of the field. That's critical. Now, on this one, it's about the same thing, right? It's not a very deep pass. It's not a very long pass, but he does have these two linebackers right here that's underneath it, and he throws it at a perfect height that it's going to be easy to get over those linebackers, but also it's going to drop right into his wide receiver's hands. So we're seeing he is able to kind of like layer those passes. That's something that I've always been impressed with just in watching quarterbacks play on any level. But just to be able to spin it, that sort of a way, in my opinion, is huge. Now, great pocket, throws it in another nice spot, right there over the defender's head on a seam route. We're going to be doing a whole lot of that. He's going to have taller wide receivers or tight ends to work with there. So let's see what happens on this one. Let's go back. Boom. Right here. Okay, ball's a little bit low, catches it, rock and fire. That was a well-placed ball. Places it far away from that cornerback to the inside where there's no real trouble at. Now here, he is moving out to his right, and he's showing off that arm, really gets his hips into this throw. But every time that he throws it, it's just so accurate. So you have to love that, right? He does have plenty of pressure in his face. Looks like it was, what is this right here? Three people, three, four people. He's got three right in his face. He's not afraid to make the throws with the pressure in his face. He says, hey, listen, I'm going to put the team on my back right here and go ahead and give us six, right? Give us six large ones. I love, 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 love to see it. I love his film, period. I love his whole game. Really nice mechanics, too. And boom, beautiful on this fade route. Again, you had to be able to stretch the field and throw it outside the numbers. Places it right over the inside shoulder, but then it lands right on the outside shoulder. What does that mean? Well, it means that if there is a defender that's a little bit closer than this, they can't really make a play on this football. So perfectly thrown fade route right there by Faizon Brandon. All right, so on this play, let's see what we got. I also love the fact that they're doing a whole lot of shotgun stuff. That's what he's going to be doing with us. Same thing. Opposite side. He just showed us on the right side. That was on the left side. Places it in the exact same spot. Beautiful, very consistent here. Up under duress, and he's not afraid to use them legs. Now, we talked about him being a very fluid runner and a smooth runner, but he's also a very fast runner. Look at that. He's running past all these people, makes them like they're stuck in space, makes people miss. And then he gets himself out of bounds. And look at that. People are still trying to get after him and they can't hit him. He's just smooth. He's, he's smooth like that. So I love what I'm seeing here. Again, back to T. Martin. That's the kind of stuff that he used to do. He wasn't always, willing to run, but he did run. I think the Faison is going to be very similar in that, but he will run a little bit more, maybe more along the lines of what Hendon Hooker did for us. Wow. I mean, in between double coverage, my goodness. Throwing from the opposite hash as well, right? So this pass is a lot longer than you might think it is because he's throwing it from the opposite hash. But that is beautiful ball placement, extremely accurate. He's a very, highly accurate player right here. Got a little bit of the rest. Oh, I love to see that. He's able to make you miss, get to the outside. Let's go back to that because I think that that is very important. Now, we are expecting that his offensive line should be just elite by the time that he's going to be playing for us. But even still, being able to get there just because people will try to blitz and do different things, especially if we're just killing them anyway. Hey, look, coach, let's just try a blitz from the outside, see if it does anything. But for Faison, it won't. And he's throwing this on the run, moving to his right, extremely accurate again. So, I mean, what else do you want to see? I don't think that I need to see too much more of what Faison is doing. It's pretty obvious that he is an elite level talent at the quarterback position, and he's a stud. I don't understand any website that does not have him as the number one player in the 2026 class because, as far as I can see, he is very, very special. You can just tell that he also keeps his heart rate down. Everything that he does looks so calm. So that's huge. Here it is again. Boom. Another one, man. Just throws it up high, right? Like he knows, hey, this wide receiver might be a little bit taller than that cornerback. Go up and get this one. I got to get the ball out of my hands. He also has a really good internal clock. Now, right here, watch this one again, okay? Because his pocket presence is excellent, right? So he's got some pressure coming from his backside, but watch the way he's able to make this play, keeps his balance, and there's that straight line speed. He's going to be able to run past you, and he takes minimal to no damage on these runs. So I think that he's special, y'all. I mean, there's just no other way to kind of slice this one up. I mean, he's just a very special player, and he's going to put up some phenomenal numbers. We'll watch one more play right here because I think that we have seen enough. I'm sure that y'all want to see some more of it, but we got to get to these grades here, and he's also not afraid to run it right up the middle. Let's go ahead and jump into these grades. All right, and we're going to do this the same way that we did G-Max. There's no need for us to go through each individual category. He's a 5-star across the board. Absolutely phenomenal athlete, great pocket presence, touch, and anticipation with his passes, whether it's on the run or it's in the pocket. And also, he can make you pay with his legs, great straight line speed, and he doesn't take really any damage that we've seen on this film. So you have to love where he's at. And once he gets up on campus, the offensive line should be very elite, as we touched on throughout this film. And he's going to have to battle versus guys like Jake Merklinger and George McIntyre. Who's going to win that one out? We don't know just yet, but I can tell you right here, right now, Faison probably is going to be coming up on campus early in January, something like that. And he's going to be about 215 pounds. So by the time that spring or fall comes around, he should be somewhere around 220 plus pounds, and he will be physically ready to go out there and play in the SEC. Can he get the playbook down? Will be my biggest question. If he gets the playbook down, in my opinion, he could be that guy for us that season. He's just that special, y'all. A lot of people have been asking, who would you compare him to? I think there's a mix of several different quarterbacks, but obviously, him being trained some by Hendon Hooker's father, you can see a whole lot of Hendon Hooker traits in him, but he also is able to run, like I said, on the same level as like a T. Martin. I think he's a little bit more elusive and faster than T. Martin was, and more of a willing runner. He could end up, in my opinion, having a season maybe similar, by the time that he's done with all this stuff, in his junior year. And maybe we'll see like a Joe Burrow type of a year because he's going to take great care of the football. He's so accurate that I think that he won't throw many interceptions. Whereas I see a guy like Nico who, is going to probably end up being someone that makes more plays, but is also going to give you maybe some more turnovers at the same time. Now, I'm not trying to put that on Nico. My whole point is Nico and Faison are two different types of quarterbacks, but they're both ballers. So I'm just very excited about this pickup. Huge start to the 2026 class. Let me know y'all's thoughts down in the comment section. As always, please make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share with your friends, family, and other volunteer friends. We'll see y'all on the next one. Thanks. Peace.